Alrighty, so if you guys watched my video from Saturday, you guys saw we had some disappointing results with this combination here. Now, things looked really promising until we went and shot a 5-shot group, and we shot a 1.4-inch group, which I'll throw up here. So I got to thinking about it, and I've been listening to some of Eric Cortina's podcast, the Believe the Target podcast, and I started to think about when the last time this gun was cleaned. Likely this gun is pretty dirty, so I thought, well, you know what, let's run a test. So what I'm going to show you here is, obviously you saw the group size, the 5-shot group with 53.7 grains, and wasn't a good group. Now, SDs and things like that were pretty consistent, so I think it's a decent load. Now, what I'm going to show you is you're going to be looking at the bore of my Bergara through a Tesla bore scope right now, and as you can see, the gun's pretty dirty. It's got a lot of copper in it, it's got a lot of carbon in it, so obviously the gun needs cleaned. So what I did was I went ahead and did a whole bunch of cleaning on the gun using these two products here. So these two products here, I think were recommended by, I think Eric Cortina calls him Speedy Gonzalez. He did a barrel cleaning video with these two products. So I went ahead and purchased these two products and worked on the Bergara. Now, I didn't let it sit for more than a couple hours, and I didn't use any abrasives or anything like that, and now the barrel looks like this. As you can see, it's a whole lot cleaner. Maybe it's not cleaned all the way down to bare metal, but as you can see through that bore scope, the barrel's pretty clean. So we're gonna go ahead and I loaded up 5 more of these rounds, the same exact load you saw in the last video, or that group there that you see on the screen, and we're gonna go out on the range and we're gonna shoot them. Not gonna do a Fowler shot or anything like that. We're just gonna shoot it and see if our clean bore shoots much better than our dirty bore, and hopefully this leads us to some answers on why my Bergara's not shooting well. So let's get out on the range and let's see if this works. All right, we're out here on the range. Target is at 100 yards. It is a cool day. It's in the 30s today and a little breezy, but it's a little bit late in the day right now, so the breeze is dying down. Obviously the barrel's clean. We just showed you the images of the bore scope and things like that. Now we're just going to shoot 5 today, and the clean bore shot is obviously going to count, and kind of want to see how that's going to change things as well. I'm hoping that maybe we have a little bit of point of impact shift off that first shot, and then things will tighten right up. At least that's the hope. Now this shot, as you guys watched, about a 1.4-inch group the last time we were out here on the range, which wasn't good, so we're hoping things are going to get a lot better today. 53.7 grains, 147 ELD-M. We were at 2880 the last time we tested this. We dropped all the way to 2820. See if this second shot does the same thing. Let that one jump back up. So that oil shot slowed our barrel down significantly, but they grouped together, so I'm kind of impressed. Let's see if they'll group. Uh-oh. Something bad happened there. We pierced that primer at only 2870 feet per second. Huh, I don't think I've ever pierced any of these CCI 34 primers. Other than that pierced primer, our brass looks okay. Our groups looks okay. Against my better judgment, I'm going to go ahead and shoot this next one. No issue with that piece of brass. Primer looks really good. I don't know what weird thing happened with that primer. Alright, last one here. So it definitely improved our group size. Cleaning the barrel did. Let's go ahead, we'll look at our velocity. So 5 shots. We had a 23 SD today. But again, our first shot was super duper low. Our first shot was 2820, which was that clean bore shot. Then we had 2867, 2872, 2878, and 2871. So other than that first one, things were pretty consistent. Even that one where we blew or pierced that primer,
we had consistent velocity. So not sure what's going on with that. The primer looks nice and round. There really looks to be nothing wrong with that piece of brass except for that pierced primer. So I don't know if maybe that was a bad primer or something weird happened there. Let's get over, let's take a closer look at our target, because that's really what we want to see is how group size changed.
All right, so as you guys can tell there, this clearly improved our group size. We cut our group size in half, and this obviously looks much more consistent. And this includes that clean bore shot, which dropped all the way down. I think it was 2820 feet per second. Now, on the velocity you see on our screen there, I threw that one out. 2820, it was much lower than the other ones. I think that was because we were fouling up the barrel, and I think that's why we had that low velocity. If we take the other four, you see our average there at 2872 with a 3.9 SD. So this is starting to look like a pretty good load. Definitely better than what we were shooting before, so it seems like there may be something to this with my Bergara with having the barrel clean. Now, I haven't had much issues with my other guns. My two Savages and my Seekins have been about the same cycle for cleaning, something around 100 rounds for most of them, and I really haven't seen this degradation in our accuracy and things like that. So maybe the Bergara, the barrel just needs to be a little bit more clean to shoot well. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start keeping this barrel nice and clean for all of our videos. Seems like our products I bought worked reasonably well, and obviously it shows in our target there. Now, one weird thing that did happen on our brass, we did pierce one of our primers, which is pretty odd because I think we're pretty reasonable on pressure at 2872 feet per second. But I will go ahead and show you a real close-up look at the brass here, and you can see that even on that one that we pierced, our primer is a little bit flat, and if you look really close, you can see a little bit of an ejector smear. So I don't know what spiked our pressure on that one, or if something weird happened with our firing pin and we pierced that primer. I think the load's still safe. I'm going to continue to shoot it, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to continue with some tuning and see if we can really tune this group size now that we've got the barrel shooting a little bit better. So tell me what you guys think as far as sensitivity with your barrels being clean. I know Eric Cortina and a lot of those guys he interviewed talked about how important it is to keep the barrel clean. So we're going to start doing that on the channel. I haven't been as reliable keeping things clean. I've been going maybe 50 or 100 shots before cleaning, but I think now we're going to clean really regular. So hope you guys enjoyed this test. I hope we fixed the issues with the Bergara, and I hope we can start shooting some really good groups now like we used to. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you next time.